The advice I like to give most often, which is very challenging to give because I don't think I would have necessarily listened when I was first starting out, is if you're really interested in startups, to treat it as a career path and not a what I would call a one and done mentality. So a lot of people who get into startups think, okay, I'm gonna come up with an idea, I'm gonna try this for a year. If it's not successful, I'm gonna be done, I'm gonna go back to my big company. That's a bad mentality because you're likely to fail for two reasons. One, most ideas generally fail. So like through no fault of your own, like it just didn't work. And two, you are brand new, like you don't have a lot of skills. You know, you've learned skills over time doing startups. And so you're much more likely to be better after that first failure. If you come in with the idea that, okay, the first thing I might do might fail, but I'm gonna do this for a decade, then you can have the mindset of saying, hey, you know what? I might take some extra time to learn some skills. I might do some networking. I might even learn to code or at least do some technical thing. You have a much different approach. That's not to say you should have a lackadaisical approach. You should still be focused on getting your project done, but it's a different mindset that I think has a much higher success probability. So two pieces of advice around idea selection. One, choose an ambitious idea, way more ambitious than you think you should choose. That's scary, but you should actually do it because you'll have a higher chance of success. And the reason for that is a little counterintuitive. The whole startup ecosystem is attracted to ambitious ideas. So consider the idea, the head, and the rest of everything you need, employees, financing, the body of your startup. When you have an ambitious idea, everyone is attracted, to your thing. It's easier to get press. It's easier to get employees. It's easier to get financing. When you have a niche idea, it's very hard to do those things because people are less excited about it. Another reason why it's great to do an ambitious idea is an ambitious idea is by definition in a market that's exploding. And so if your initial thing fails, as long as you gained expertise inside that market, you can usually pivot to something else inside that big market that's exploding and still be successful. Whereas if you start out with a niche idea and it fails, you have nowhere to go. Like, that's it, you're done. You want to do something that you can actually work on for the next decade because you are interested in it. If you're not, startups are a big up and down kind of thing, and you're going to get to down periods and want to quit. And if you don't like the idea, don't really excited about the area that you're working in, you'll be much more likely to quit in one of those down periods. Whereas if you are totally interested in it, for some reason, like you're excited about this idea, you will stay with it and you turn the corner and go back up on another up period.